a quaint village, there lived a young man named Aiden. Aiden was known throughout the village for his laziness. He would spend his days lounging around, convinced that he was incapable of achieving anything meaningful in life. The villagers often criticized him, and Aiden started to believe their words. One sunny morning, an old monk arrived in the village. The villagers welcomed him warmly, for they had heard tales of his wisdom and the positive change he brought wherever he went. The monk, sensing Aiden's despair, decided to speak with him. The monk approached Aiden and said, "I see a great potential within you, but it is clouded by doubt and laziness. Would you be willing to take on a challenge to discover your true capabilities?" Aiden, though skeptical, was intrigued by the monk's confidence in him. "What do I have to lose?" he thought. He agreed to the challenge. The monk handed Aiden a small, plain-looking seed and instructed, "Take this seed and plant it at the top of the mountain just outside the village. Water it every day until it grows into a strong tree. Only then will you understand your true potential." Aiden was baffled. "A seed, planting it on a mountain? How will that help me?" he wondered. But he agreed to the task, albeit reluctantly. The next morning, Aiden set off towards the mountain. The climb was steep and arduous. Aiden, unaccustomed to physical exertion, struggled with each step. He often felt like giving up, but he remembered the monk's words and pressed on. When he finally reached the top, he planted the seed in the soil. He made a promise to himself that he would return every day to water it. The first few days were the hardest. Aiden's muscles ached, and he was tempted to abandon the task. But as days turned into weeks, something began to change. Aiden started to notice the beauty around him, the fresh mountain air, the stunning views, the sounds of nature. The climb became less of a chore and more of a daily adventure. He found himself growing stronger and more determined with each passing day. Weeks turned into months, and Aiden's seed began to sprout. Seeing the tiny sapling emerge from the soil filled Aiden with a sense of pride and accomplishment. He realized that his daily efforts were paying off. The tree was growing, and so was he. Aiden continued his daily visits, nurturing the young tree and himself. He developed a routine, and the once lazy young man had transformed into someone dedicated and hardworking. The villagers noticed the change in Aiden and were amazed by his transformation. After a year had passed, the monk returned to the village. He found Aiden standing proudly beside a strong, healthy tree at the top of the mountain. The monk smiled and said, "You have done well, Aiden. Do you now understand your true potential?" Aiden nodded, tears of joy in his eyes. "Yes, I do. I realize now that I am capable of much more than I ever imagined. This journey has taught me the value of perseverance, hard work, and believing in myself." The monk placed a hand on Aiden's shoulder and said, "Remember, Aiden, the seed was a metaphor for your potential. Just as the tree grew with your care and effort, so too can your abilities and dreams. Never doubt yourself again." The story of Aiden and the wise monk teaches us an important lesson. Our potential is like a seed. It needs nurturing, effort, and time to grow. Often we underestimate our capabilities and settle into a life of complacency. But with determination, hard work, and the right mindset, we can achieve great things. Aiden's journey up the mountain was not just about planting a seed. It was about discovering his inner strength and realizing that he was capable of more than he ever thought possible. Each step he took, each effort he made, was a step towards his true potential. As we navigate our own lives, let's remember the story of Aiden. Let's embrace challenges as opportunities to grow and discover our true potential. It's easy to fall into the trap of laziness and self-doubt, but with perseverance and belief in ourselves, we can overcome any obstacle. So take that first step, plant your seed, and nurture it with care and dedication. You'll be amazed at how much you can achieve and how strong you can become. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, like Aiden, you have immense potential within you. Embrace it, work hard, and let your light shine.